crazy little book page where I talk about books and the pages in them. So today is my April book haul. As you can see, there are a lot of books here. So I'm just going to put them down so I don't have to hold them all while I'm talking in this video. As you may have noticed, I was not anywhere near YouTube in the month of April. I want to apologize to that because I ended up very, very sick in the month of April. Like, all of April was pretty much a write-off until like the last 3 days because I'm pretty sure I had the flu. So I do apologize for no videos in April. I will do better, but April was pretty much a write-off. That's not to say though that it stopped me from receiving books. April is also my birthday month. April 30th is my birthday, so I got a few of these books for my birthday. Other ones just came to me unsolicited from publishers, and also I won some giveaways. So let's just get right into this so it's not a 15-minute long video. The first book I have here is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. Maniscalco, I think that's how you pronounce her name. And I picked this up out of birthday money that my mom gave me, just because I've heard a lot of things about this book. The premise seems very interesting. I am very interested in like true crime and stories based on serial killers, so I figured that I would really like this because of the premise of the book and the synopsis. So I did pick this up because I have heard great things about it and I've been wanting to read it for a couple of years now. The next book I got was actually a birthday present. It came about a week or so before my birthday from somebody, I don't even know who, but my address is listed on multiples of my social media, so I'm assuming that it's somebody that either watches me or whatever, and that is Sexual Personae, Art and Decadence from Nefertiti to Emily Dickinson, and it's basically, from what I can gather, a feminist manifesto really of how art has changed over the years and become sexualized. I'm going to read the back synopsis of it so you can gather what I'm saying. So it says, is Emily Dickinson the female Sade? Is Donatello's David a bit of pedophile pornography? What is the secret kinship between Byron and Elvis Presley? Between the Medusa and Madonna? How do liberals and feminists, as well as conservatives, fatally misread human nature? This audacious and omnivorously learned work of guerrilla scholarship offers nothing less than a unified field theory of Western culture, high and low. Since the Egyptians invented beauty, making a persuasive case for all art as a pagan battleground between male and female, form and chaos, civilization and demonic nature. So it talks about different art forms. I'm really excited to read it because I do appreciate a lot of art. I appreciate a lot of feminist topics. I appreciate authors. So Emily Dickinson, right up my alley. And it seems like an interesting book, so I'm interested to read it. The next book I got was a win from our shared shelf on Goodreads. In January and February, or in January they had talked about, January and February they had talked about Renee Ito Lodge's Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race. I'm actually very interested in this book because I do a lot of research on Native studies and issues with people of color. I do have Native and African American ancestry. So this book actually really interested me, and I won it by saying that I want to teach my son how it's okay to see past a person's color. I think that race issues are very important to talk about, and I have really been wanting to read this. It seems like a very good, well-rounded book about this topic, so I'm excited to read it. The next book I got was Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, mainly because it was $10, and I had already picked up The Upside of Unrequited, and I was told that I should read this before that one because some of the characters from this also show up in this one. So I picked it up, and I am going to read it before I read Simon, or The Upside of Unrequited, and I'm excited to read it. So now I have both of Becky Albertalli's books, and I still need to get Leon the Offbeat, but I want to read these first to make sure that I actually like writing before picking that one up. The next one was a Goodreads win, and that was Tell the Machine Goodnight. I have no idea. Actually, this was not a Goodreads win. It came from Riverhead Books, which is an ensign of Penguin Random House. I read a lot of contemporary and YA novels, and I think that's why they sent this to me. But I got an email from Penguin Random House asking if they can send me some unsolicited books that are coming out in the next few months, and I said sure. Just make it so it's either like contemporary fiction or psychological thrillers and YA fantasy, sci-fi, that kind of stuff, because I'm very choosy about the genres that I read lately, and I don't want to pick up something that I have no interest in, even if I am trying to expand my reading. So they did send me this, and I'm very appreciative of it, but I have no idea what it's about, so I'm excited to find out what it is about. I'm guessing it's a contemporary, but I don't know. Next one was a win from Goodreads, and that is The Tourist, and it's a CIA thriller crime novel, so I'm kind of interested in that. Sounds pretty good, and I don't know, I like these kind of books. They're along the same lines of like David Baldacci and John Grisham, so I'm excited to read this. The next one I won was Dating Disasters of Emma Nash by Chloe Seeder, and it just seems like a really cute, like, young adults mixed media book, and I really enjoy those type of books, so I'm excited to read this because it sounds like a cute contemporary romance in YA. If you have read this, let me know. I think it comes out May 1st, so yeah, it's already out now. If you have read this and you liked it, let me know, and I'm excited to read this. The next book I got was a Pay It Forward, and that was Hart Berries by Teresa Marie Malhot, and it is from Counterpoint Press. They lovingly lent this to me, and I will probably end up sending it off to somebody else, whether it be on OSS Pay It Forward or a giveaway. They read this also in OSS, and it has garnered a lot of good response, so I'm going to start this very, very soon because it is another topic that interests me, Native issues, and it's a memoir by somebody in the Native community, so I'm very excited to read that. The next book I got in April was Tiffany Sly Lives Here Now, and this is about a girl who, and this is also on sale May 1st, so it's already out by the filming of this video, and it's about a girl who lives for 16 years thinking that her dad is who she grew up with, but, or that her dad is somebody who is somebody that she's never known, but it turns out that it could be this other person. So she has to decide whether or not she wants to know the truth and to take a paternity test. So it's about her struggle with that, and that really interested me. So I'm excited to read this as well. The next book I got was Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, and I am so excited to read this because it's #1 on the New York Times YA bestseller list, and being that I've already read The Wicked Deep by Shea Arnsaw, and that also made the top 10 bestsellers list on YA, I can only imagine how great this book is. So I am so excited to read this because I have heard nothing but amazing things about this book. The next book I got in April was a book that has been on my most anticipated for 2018 list since like 2 years ago when the first book came out. That is The Fates Divide, which is the sequel to Carve the Mark, which is right up here on my shelf. And I have been waiting for this book for like since the last one ended, basically. I am so stoked for this book. Can't wait to read it. I am waiting for the audio from the library so I can follow on through with it because I find it easier to read physical copies if I have the audiobook to follow along with. So I will read it as soon as I get that audiobook in. It's not here yet. Hope it's here soon. Because I cannot wait to read this. Veronica Roth is one of my favorite authors. I loved the Divergent series. I'm in love with the Carve the Mark book and this story, and I'm so excited. The next book I got was in my Owl Crate box unboxing, like in my Owl Crate box for April, which I didn't do an unboxing for because I was so sick, and I do apologize for that. I will unbox May for sure, but I just wanted this book so bad, and I'm so glad it came in the Owl Crate box. It's Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, and this has also been on my most anticipated for 2018 book releases. So I'm so excited for this, and I can't wait to read it. So with that, I will see you guys. Oh, and also I heard that only some people got the silver signature in the book, which I was lucky enough to get. All the rest of the people, I guess, got black in theirs, and so this is actually very special because there are only like 45 people who have this copy with the silver signature, so I am really stoked about that. So yeah, so I'm so excited. And with that, that is my April received books or my April book haul. My next book haul in May will not be that big because unfortunately I'm putting myself on a book buying ban. So the only books that I will get in May will be from the library, which I will do library hauls to let you know what I've been reading or what I picked up at the library. But I am putting myself on a book buying ban until December because I literally am spending so much money on books that are waiting to be read. I have books on my shelf that I received or bought 2 years ago that I still haven't got to, and I want to kind of curb that a little bit. So the only books I am going to be buying are books that I have already reviewed from NetGalley or ARCs that were sent to me and I really enjoyed them and I want the finished copy, or I'll be getting them from the library. And the only books that I'm going to be receiving are my Owl Crate box and whatever books I win in giveaways or which are sent to me from the publishers. So with that being said, I will see you guys next video. Bye! Oh, and this is Monday, Monographs. Monograph Monday! I forgot to mention that. It's Monday, and it's Monograph Monday. So with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!